Justin here with another shave of the day, and today I'm using whatever this says, but it is the Shave Market in Greek by Soapworks. I love the artwork, by the way. Also it sort of says TSM here. But the notes for this are Tunisian rosemary, Siberian fir, lavender, sandalwood, citrus, and earthiness. This was a exclusive made for the Shave Market. It is up to Mickey Lee Soapworks if they want to put it out for regular production. There's no like hold on it or whatever that the Shave Market has, but it is up to them. And as of right now, there is no plan for a open release. So right now, if you're in the Shave Market, you could have ordered this soap. Outside of that, nowhere way to get it as of right now, at least. Now, as far as how it smells, I gave you the notes, but to me, it actually smells a lot like panty dropper. Now, what I will say is, one, it's kind of strange, but panty dropper actually smells a little bit stronger to me. But it smells just a little bit, just a little bit more masculine than panty dropper, just enough to push it over the edge. If panty dropper was sort of right in the middle, I'd say this is on the side of masculine. It's very, very, very similar though. Also, Samantha said that this one was handmade as far as like, I guess the notes in it, as far as how they mixed everything, and all the others were pre-made, I think is what she said. If that's not true, I'll make a correction in the description below. I was going to do that. But I think that's what she told me. So, you've probably seen my video on panty dropper, and you've also seen it on Grand Havana. Nothing alike, but what I did want to mention was the label. So, it's a black label, so you can't tell this is a black background, but actually this part right here, all around it, is blank. As you can see, it's pretty much completely covered. They probably did this by hand, so it can't be exact. But also, feels waterproof, or at least it feels waterproof. This, not so much, or if it is, it's already started to lose. And then I'll get into the aftershave container in a moment. But the ingredients are, let's start from the beginning here, that may help. Stearic acid, tallow, coconut milk, aloe vera juice, coconut oil, potassium hydroxide, cocoa butter, sodium hydroxide, castor oil, glycerin, lanolin, shea butter, avocado, fragrance. 4 ounces. It was $37 shipped, $7 for shipping, so I think it was like $15 a pop. And as you can see, colorless soap. It does look like the way they mix it, that's how it ends up like that, but it's actually a fairly firm soap. I'd say maybe a 7 if you wanted to put it on a scale. Right, so I'm also using the Razorock Plissoft, and I had the 4th shave in my last video, so this will be a brand new blade. Sorry for the long opening. Also using the Gentleman John Alum block. And all I did really quick, just so you guys know, I guess full disclosure, is as I was wetting my face, I just took a little bit of water and just dumped it in for a few seconds in the actual tub, just to get it wet. You probably don't need to do that, but I did, so there you go. Okay, so I'm gonna go with we're good. So let me just take a little bit off. This is 4 days, I think. I was gonna do a video yesterday, and that's when the soap got there. But I ordered this about a month ago, and that was before I found my new apartment, so I got sent to my old one. So, scent notes. Oh, and I saw I did this the last video. I don't know if you guys see it, but all I'm doing here is just putting it right there. So, scent strength, I'd say about 8, actually. Off the puck, maybe not. And once this thing gets in, kind of wish I could get like gigantic lathers like Jared does. I think it's Jared Stein from Facebook, but just not about that life, man. He's too good at it. I don't want to compete with the master. Yeah, if I was to compare this to painting dropper, I'd say like 90%, maybe 80. It is a tad bit more masculine, but yeah. Oh yeah, that's super slick, man. Now, I wasn't a big fan of Panty Dropper just because it was too feminine, and I just haven't really wanted a sweet tobacco smell, which is what Grand Havana is to me. Here then. Like I was saying, but I haven't really wanted a sweet tobacco in a while, actually. So this is going to be my first time using them since Panty Dropper. And on the one hand, I don't like that it's so close to another scent, even if that scent is discontinued. I do kind of wish that it was its own scent and it wasn't really inspired off everything. But that being said, I wasn't able to get a splash of Panty Dropper. Got one now. That's so freaking slick. As you can see, still plenty of lather. I don't load for exceptionally long. I don't think I do. I load for 20 seconds maybe. Oh, maintenance came in and fixed my sink. So now I can shave like a normal person. This is me just not trying to waste any. Just about completely moved in. We've got a couch, me and my girlfriend. We've got a couch, had our entertainment center, we've got a table. Don't buy Walmart tables. They are garbage. Walmart brand tables. Whoops. Went the wrong direction. I just thought about this. What do you guys think about it uses a single edge blade, but it's on both sides? Because to me, the advantage of a single edge isn't that the blade is on one side. That just seems like a downside, if anything. The advantage is in the wider head, stiffer blade, sharper, etc., that the Artist Club blades can afford you. But there's no rule saying Artist Club blades. Oh, I nicked myself? That was a bump. Yeah, that doesn't count. But there's no rule saying that Artist Club blades can't be used for double-edged razors. So sort of like the reverse rock now. And what this soap is slick. Like, in other soaps where I need to continuously add like a lot of water just to keep it going with a synthetic brush, I'm dipping like the tip of it, and I don't even really need to. I'm doing it more so out of force of habit. Scent strength's about the same. Notes don't seem to change, which is fair with soap. I mean, if you're looking at a EDT or any sort of cologne, perfume, whatever, you're looking at a change in hours, not minutes. So, I'll come to grips that not a lot of soaps are going to have that changing scent note. But with splashes, you've got alcohol, less heavy oils in it. And the scent notes can really come through. And that's why I feel like I need to get a matching set, because, I don't know, I feel like you're not doing the scent justice if you're just getting the soap base. My experience with a lot of soaps that I have has been the splash always brings out the, not true notes, but the notes in, hold on. Yeah, I'll say it. They come out in a more of a true way. It doesn't feel muddled. I really wish I could get this knot transplanted. Let's dip it one more time. Okay. And I know for some of you guys it may seem boring that I always use the same brush and always use the same razor, but if you've watched my older videos, you know that I constantly dealt with problems as far as getting cut or didn't shave well enough. So, for those who have not watched my videos since before I started using the General, I realize it takes, 4 passes to get a BBS. Didn't see BBC this time. But the only time I ever cut myself is if I already have a bump. Like, okay, you know what? Yeah, I may have had a bump there, I think. I may ding myself for that one, but I had a bump here, and I had a bump here, and I still have one here, and one here. That's why I try not to go so many days, because my hairs are just too curly, man. Okay, so cleanup pass. And one more thing, I'm doing the cleanup pass, and this is more for people who haven't watched a ton of my videos. It's more so of a formality than a requirement. At least for when I shave with this razor, just because it's already so close. Yeah, nothing, see? Alright, so I'll wash off, use the Alum block, and then we'll get to the splash. So, in a momento. Alright, so I actually got a little more feedback than I thought when I actually checked my mustache. I had a cut or two, so super smooth, but yeah, waiting until that 4 or 5 day range for me is kind of a lot. So, on to the splash, and a criticism not for this soap, or this splash rather, but for the other one. I've had this, I don't know, you can probably check whenever the video was made, but this is Grand Havana, and I don't know if you can hear this. It's paper, and the problem with that is, A, we're dealing with alcohol, so if anything gets on here, it's going to really dry it out, and 2, it is resistant to smearing. So what I do want to say, and I haven't purchased one of her new products since this, so I don't know if she changed, or if she's doing something special for this one, but this new label, you can hear anything, and that's because it looks like it's waterproof, or at least it seems like the other ones that are waterproof. So I'll go with the ingredients for this one: denatured alcohol, tincture, which is interesting. So in parentheses, they have witch hazel, marshmallow root, horsetail grass, calendula, chamomile, lavender, burdock root, distilled water, aloe vera, isopropyl. I can't really see that. It says like Mr. Tate or something like that. And fragrance, pantheol, sodium lactate, 4 ounces. 4 ounces, not 3.5 for 15 bucks. So it just looks like alcohol tincture actually includes all the stuff that's usually just separated. So, oh, also, I wonder, it's obviously not even close to the scent, and I don't have the other splash, but I wonder if that's something they do on purpose, or if it just always works out that way. This is what I call sort of a gentleman's scent. It's light, it's fragrant, it's got some floral notes in it. It's got citrus, so it's not like a dark, like date night scent. But it's still got, you know, that fur and sort of that earthiness that makes you think of a masculine scent. So I haven't smelled like the splash, like I said, for Panty Dropper, but this is a good deal more masculine if you compare it to the soap. Not exactly 1-to-1, but yeah. So how are we doing? 19 minutes? I'm doing much better than my 28-minute videos. So about this soap, I would put the scent strength at about a 7, 7.5. Splash cranks that right up to a 9. It's right in your face. I guess we'll see in a minute, or not a minute or two, but a little bit, if it how long it lasts and everything like that. I'll probably make not annotation, but I'll make a note in the description if you want to know how long it lasts and stuff like that. I'll make a note for you there. But yeah, pretty good. Post shave is I mean, I used the Alum block and it was kind of a rough shave, so that's on me. But I feel like I noticed a difference when Lanolin is included, and it doesn't feel like Lanolin is included to me. I do have some other soaps like, actually, Big Izzy Soapworks. And I know I'm getting off on a tangent here. Does this have Lanolin in it? No, it doesn't. So it's not always lanolin. Maybe it's just the butters. I got a better post shave off of this, but this was a overall much better soap. So I'm not trying to pit them one against one. I'm just saying lanolin actually seems like it doesn't always make a difference. Sometimes it's the butters. Maybe PA does have something, right? That's not what I meant. You know what I mean. But yeah. So good shave, really good scent, really good price. 4 ounces for both the soap and splash. So yeah, guys, I'll see you later. And next up, I think it's going to be Peter Charkalis's Midnight Kush. And then I got nothing planned after that. Oh, his wood scents. So we'll get to that. So yeah, guys, I'll see you later.